So another episode of Introduction to Accounting. But this time we're going to talk about career fields in accounting. First, we have public accounting, which requires a CPA work in a known accounting firm, for example, KPMG. I don't know, it depends on your country. And which he provides public accounting services. And next one is industry accounting, which can also be called is private accounting, and it's different compared to public accounting because this involves more of a decision making type of service. Next one is government accounting, which can also be called as not for profit accounting, where you render services almost for free, for example, for religious, charitable contributions purposes, etc. And last but not the least is research and education, where a CPA practices his profession as an accounting professor or an accounting reviewer that helps students become a successful certified public accountant. So, the next thing that we're going to talk about are the accounting areas that a CPA could practice their profession. So, first we have are the bookkeeping services. So, what are these? Is the basic part of rendering an accounting services. This involves recording, classifying, summarizing financial information that help users make their economic decision. Actually, you really don't need to be a CPA in order to perform this kind of service. The next one is financial accounting, which is the most important accounting area and which requires a CPA present a financial statement. For example, the income statement, which reflects the performance of the company, or the statement of financial position that gives information about the assets, liabilities, and equity that reflects the solvency or liquidity of the company. Next thing we have is cost accounting. Not only it provides information all about the cost, but it provides information about the materials used, the labor, the factory overhead, which is really helpful in computing the cost of goods sold of the company. Next thing is management accounting, which is much more different compared to financial accounting because it involves both financial and non financial information, and it is presented to the manager, not to the external users, just like financial accounting. The next thing we have is auditing, and it involves independent verification of an independent CPA for the work performed of the other CPA. So it's like we're checking the work made by the others. So next one is government accounting, which we already talked about earlier. It's a non-for-profit, and we could also call it as fund accounting. And last but not the least, which is most complicated one, is tax accounting, which involves a CPA prepares the income tax return, he files the income tax returns, etc. So what are the qualitative attributes of a financial information? First, the information must be able to understand the users so they could make their economic decision. Also, it must be able to change their mind, their decision, and that's what makes your information relevant. Not only that, but it must be free from error and faithfully represented. Not only that, but it must be also neutral. That's what makes your information reliable. And it must also have comparability attribute, which the users can compare to other information so they could assess whether it is better or not. So that's it for the day, Countaholics. If you have any question, leave it down in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next video.